I'll never erase that sound from my memory. The splash itself was nothing unusual, just the kind you'd hear when someone dove into water. But what came right after wasn't ordinary at all. A scream, raw, guttural, frantic. The kind a man makes when his body realizes it's in danger before his mind can catch up. And I stood there, concealed behind the curtains, watching him thrash in my pool. My wife's lover. The man who believed he could swim in my water, eat at my table, and warm himself in my bed while I was away. I didn't blink. I didn't move. Because this wasn't sudden. This wasn't a burst of rage. This was deliberate. Thought out. Calculated. We had been married 11 years. From the outside, it looked picture perfect. A house with 2 cars in the driveway. Dinner parties filled with laughter. A wife who glowed when she walked into a room. People used to say we were the couple to envy. And maybe for a time we were. But comfort has a way of dulling your senses. You stop noticing what's missing until the silence presses down like a weight. She stopped holding my hand. Stopped caring about my day. Her smile turned into something polite. The kind you give to a guest you can't wait to leave. At first, I blamed myself. Maybe I'd become too boring. Maybe I'd buried myself too deep in work. So I tried harder, flowers, date nights, weekend trips. But none of it mattered. Because when someone has already chosen another in their heart, your efforts are nothing but noise. The signs were there, cracks forming like lines in glass. A stray hair that wasn't mine. 2 wine glasses in the sink, though I never drank wine. A damp towel in the bathroom on a day I'd been gone since morning. And then, there was the pool. Always the pool. Chlorine has a scent that lingers in the air. Sometimes, when I came home early, I'd catch the faint trace of it drifting through the breeze. Yet neither of us had gone swimming in weeks. One Tuesday, I left work early, parked a block away, and slipped through the back gate without a sound. And there he was, broad-shouldered, cutting through the water of my pool as if he owned it. My wife sat close by, legs crossed, watching him with a smile I hadn't seen in years. She didn't even notice me standing there. She was too busy laughing at something he'd said. Something inside me cracked then, but with it came a sharpness, a calm clarity. Revenge doesn't come from rage. Rage stumbles. Rage leaves mistakes. My revenge would come from patience. So I studied. I observed. I recorded. He came every Wednesday and Friday late mornings, gone before mid-afternoon. They thought they were discreet. They weren't. I gathered evidence. Photos, videos, receipts for midweek groceries and wine. Proof solid and undeniable. I tucked it all away, waiting for the right moment to dismantle her, piece by piece. But first him. The arrogant fool who dared swim in my pool. I researched for weeks. The human body has vulnerabilities most people never think about. A swimming pool is a carefully balanced system. Chlorine pH stabilizers. Push it too far in one direction, and the water itself becomes the enemy. I didn't need poison. Poison leaves trails. I needed something subtle. Painful. Invisible. I found what I needed online, safe in small doses, devastating in larger ones. Enough to scorch a man's lungs if inhaled. Enough to make skin feel like it was burning alive. On a Thursday night, as the pump hummed quietly, I poured the mixture into the system. Clear. Odorless. Just water, at least on the surface. By morning, the trap was waiting. Friday I called in sick, told her I had meetings across town. She believed me. Of course she did. Liars always assume others are blind. By noon he was there, right on schedule. Shirt off, chest puffed, smug. She kissed him quickly, nervously, but enough for me to feel the knife twist. Then he walked to the edge of my pool, and dove. The scream came seconds later. His body convulsed, flailed, as if the water had turned hostile. He fought to surface, coughing, gasping, eyes bloodshot, skin blotched with angry red welts. She panicked, shrieking his name, rushing to him. She didn't see me until I stepped from behind the curtain. And her face, God, I'll never forget that face. All the color drained. Her mouth opened but no words came. She knew. She didn't need to ask. Get him out, I said evenly, before he drowns. She scrambled to drag him out, wrapping him in a towel. He whimpered, broken, no longer the confident lover. I let the silence stretch until she looked at me. Eyes pleading, begging for a mercy that wasn't coming. I know everything, I told her, dropping the folder on the table. Pages spilled out. Photos, timestamps, receipts, undeniable proof. Her hands shook as she opened it. Each page was another nail in the coffin of her excuses. You had 11 years, I said quietly. And this is what you chose. I didn't yell. I didn't throw things. My calm cut deeper than rage ever could. Because she saw then that I wasn't breaking. I was ending. By evening he was gone. She begged me not to go to the police, not to ruin his life. I almost laughed. His life was already ruined. He would carry the scars, inside and out, for months, maybe years. And her? She had no idea what was waiting. The divorce was swift, airtight. She didn't even contest it once the evidence was laid on the table. My lawyer smiled through the entire proceeding. She left with a fraction of what she expected. Her reputation destroyed. Friends she thought would defend her kept their distance once the truth came out. And me? I walked away lighter. Free. Do I regret it? Not for a second. When I think back to that splash, that scream, the moment his arrogance collided with my patience, all I feel is closure. Betrayal is like rot. Leave a trace behind, and it spreads. I cut it out completely. I cut clean. Now when I pass that pool, silent, empty, reflecting nothing but the open sky, I don't see their shadows anymore. I see only myself. Whole. Unbroken.